Breaking news, Matt Rhule has signed to remain head coach at Nebraska, a 2-year extension. It'll keep him in Lincoln under contract through the 2032 season. So now that opens up the Penn State job even more. Matt Rhule, a Penn State alum, he was looked at by many as the one that made the most sense. Our college football writers have put together this list of remaining candidates, including Mike Elko at Texas A&M. Let's bring in Chip Patterson and John Talty. John, does this extension tell you that Penn State didn't want Matt Rhule, or does this tell you that Nebraska just ponied up to keep him from going?
I think it says that Penn State was going to run out this search, that it was not a guarantee it was going to be one person. You're going to talk to multiple candidates. We know there were people at Penn State who were interested in Matt Rhule as a candidate. I think one of the things that you've already seen with Matt Rhule is that, your candidacy can surge or drop based on how you perform. Already had a loss, which I think probably scared some people. But I think what you're seeing with Matt Rhule, the takeaway that I have with it is, A, it's very hard to coach steel, especially from people that are already at Power 4 places. And B, it gives these coaches a tremendous amount of leverage where Matt Rhule can go back to his bosses and say, hey, got this school interested in me. I really love this place. Can we pour some more money to really take this program to the next level? I think you're going to see it play out a few different times in this coaching carousel of all the jobs that are already open, that these guys feel like if I have job security, if I can get more resources to win even more, why do I have to leave to go to another place? And Matt Rhule, from all understanding, is happy. His wife's happy. The family's happy in Lincoln. And if you can get more resources to win at a high level at Big Ten, makes a lot of sense to stay.
Chip, who is now the front runner in Europe? Oh, go ahead, Chip.
Yeah, this is still early in the process for the build at Nebraska. If Matt Rhule truly believes everything he said about this program, you don't just get up and leave right now. And maybe that's something down the line where he can think about going back to his alma mater. But if you're in the middle of it, and the key word there that John mentioned is leverage, that you might be able to get not just an extension on your contract, but a little bit more of a commitment, even more in terms of resources and what you need, then you take advantage of that. I also wonder if somebody within the Penn State community, or many people, started to say, so did we just fire James Franklin for losing to top 10 teams? Because Matt Rhule hasn't beat a ranked team in a very long time. Of course, that long losing streak against AP top 25 teams maybe might have you thinking, if we fired Franklin for this, why are we hiring Matt Rhule, given the fact that he's done that? This should be an expansive search because Penn State is a great job.
John, we saw the list of the potential candidates now moving forward, and Mike Elko is on top of that. Who would you say right now is in the driver's seat for that job?
It's hard to say. I think it's pretty open. I do think, certainly interest in Elko. I think Jeff Brom at Louisville is an interesting name to keep an eye on. From my understanding, Penn State, there has been some outreach there. I think what's interesting, and maybe one of the big storylines of this coaching carousel season, is you've got guys like Jeff Brom, Clark Lee, Kenny Dillingham at Arizona State, Brent Key at Georgia Tech, where they're at their alma maters and they are having a lot of success there. Are those guys willing to leave the school that means so much to them to go to a more traditional powerhouse that has maybe more resources, more ability to compete for national championships? I think that's something to keep an eye on with Jeff Brom, who I think will also be in the mix for that Florida job. He's, having success at Louisville. He's a Louisville guy, but can you pull him away with more resources?
Chip, we ask you for college football picks against the spread every week, so I want your pick. Put something down here. Who is going to be the next Penn State head coach?
Iowa State coach Matt Campbell, and it would be a fantastic hire. I had him as the domino if Matt Rhule left Nebraska, but if Matt Rhule is staying put, then what a great opportunity for Campbell to take over a job with a little bit more resources.
All right, Chip Patterson and John Talty with us as Matt Rhule signs an extension to stay at Nebraska. So the Penn State coaching search moves on. Chip Patterson on the Cover 3 podcast with a cast of cohorts every single day during college football season.